Our whole premise here on the CWS Council is to inform, connect, and elevate you. Informing is bringing you the research, the data, the insights, minimizing your need to ever go to Google to search for something like, how do I establish a direct sourcing program, or how do I expand globally, or how do I start to get my SOW spend into my program, where do I start and what do I do? And the uniqueness is that the information that you get from us at SIA comes from an independent and objective perspective. So we're really, truly just giving you the facts and the information to help you. Our entire premise is to help you. And then we like connecting you. So one of the things you're going to really enjoy here at this conference this year is connecting with your peers. So if you haven't already done so, start introducing yourself to people at the table and learn about what they're doing in their programs and share some of that knowledge that you have as well. But we like to continue that going outside of the conference. We want you to have an opportunity to network with your peers. Again, going back to perhaps you have an initiative that's going on that you need some support. Our analysts will help you, but we can also provide and facilitate introductions to other council members so they can share something that maybe they just did that's the same thing you're now trying to achieve. So we continue the momentum of networking and facilitating those dialogues for you. And then elevating, so none of us could go to college to become experts in contingent labor, right? Like we've established, it's all landed in your laps one way or another. But we do have a program here called CCWP, which Frank had mentioned. And the CCWP is an accreditation. It is a certification that you can get. We have two. One is in staff augmentation, and one is in CCWP. There are tremendous benefits from getting certified, but in addition to that, you're going to get huge booklets of information, things that you can reference back to as you continue to move forward in your career and your program management. So it's a perk and it's a benefit because we do include that in your membership as well. If you've got an MSP or a VMS provider, you probably get a program maturity assessment done. This is looking at something like that similarly, but much deeper. We've had a lot of growth on our council membership and a lot of new council members. They're all utilizing this once they become a member because it also helps them build a roadmap and helps the analysts support you on that journey of your relationship with SIA. So this ended up being much bigger, I would say, and a more impactful tool that we are providing to members than I had expected it to be.
When we go through the almost 300 questions with this assessment, we're going to give you recommendations, and they're going to be categorized by areas of opportunity. We're going to give you the difficult to implement and impact on maturity based on what we believe, which then gives us this 2x2, so that things that you should maybe focus on today that have the least amount of effort and the most amount of value can be focused on. And then we go operational roadmap, which is the next 6 to 9 months, and then strategic 9 months and further out, and then elevate and monitor. Maybe we get to those in a few years.
I was just going to ask, how many people in here have to put together a business case on your strategy or your growth or on your cost savings for your leadership? Raise their hands, most of you. At some point or another, if you haven't, you're going to have to, right?
Yeah.
This ends up being that business case. The output of this ends up being a strategy that it's not just the output of the assessment that you've taken, it's also the collaboration and working with your analyst advisor, figure out what is that low-hanging fruit and where could you get some significant cost savings in the next 6 months? What can you do to get some recognition for your program immediately? And then maybe what's your longer-term strategy? So I always like to say this, it's always hard to do a business case, but it's even better when you actually have half of it already done for you.